Like
back
more
to it.
than you'd ever want to know. Hello, kids are around, people. Koriko, by the way. Hi, hi.
Hi. Ew, a kid. No offense, but I'm not sure I feel comfortable taking a kid into danger. Glad to see someone so young taking an interest in space.
It helps to have a good teacher. Dad, don't let it go to your head.
Sam? Not let it go to his head? Impossible.
A compliment from little Cora. And it's not even my birthday. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
I mean, she did, but that was a few days ago when I last played. Not much. Anything that gets me out there works for me.
I feel the same. Yeah, I always get antsy planetside. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Chicken. Oh, shit, right. That's what we're looking for. Alright, I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship.
I was going to say,
Talk
don't
more
count
when we
as
get there.
crew. I might be already
Once
full.
we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
That's fine. I'd prefer if you just stay as a passenger right now. I'm kind of... Ooh, a sandwich. That's a pretty good sandwich. You know what was missing? Chips. But yeah, I'm a little full. I think I can only hold like 2 or 3 people on my ship.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
I don't know yet.
Hello.
You
I
are
am
carrying
ready to
shit from
commence a
before.
Trade.
I should probably, like... You're still carrying, like, all this random crap I was holding. Might as well go sell it.
Good day, Captain.
Good day. So there's, like, a good amount of...
I know everyone's excited by the article.
I just want to go through the
but we
door.
need to be
I
as
just
objective
want
as
to go through the
possible
door.
and be aware of
I'm
possible
just trying to go
impacts.
through the door. No, I don't care. I'm just trying to go through the door. My internet's dying, YouTube, so I don't know how long this is going to go on for. So I'm just trying to get through the door. So enjoy the frames dying stream for YouTube. You don't have to worry about seeing that because I'm not ripping it from a VOD. If I ripped it from a VOD, it would look like ass. I mean, it already kind of does, but still. Not much I can do about it, alright? My internet decided that it has diarrhea and brought in a doctor's note.
You know, I'm not feeling that bad.
Wait a minute. I was to say, does anyone work here? Hello?
Should you find yourself in need,
Yeah, competitive
welcome to
prices.
Reliant.
That's fine. I could use some medical
Well, sir,
supplies.
come to the right.
I don't really do. I feel like I'm pretty set on, like, all the shit I'm carrying. I'll be honest, I don't really need any right now.
Take care of yourself.
Hi, Sarah. But yeah, we're having internet issues, YouTube, and it sucks because I've had so many problems the past few days, and all I've wanted to do is just play something and have fun.
It's taken weeks of talking to get my wife to
I really wish I knew the store locations better. Like, I barely can follow a thing in Morrowind, which who knows when YouTube you'll ever see Morrowind, but I barely could figure out where I was going in that. It's not here that this was where my family was, right? Nope, didn't choose. I was like, my family's back at the place, but they did say they wanted me to see them at some point, and I'm like, I think they already gave me what they wanted me to see. Did not want to do this. Maybe I do. Sarah doesn't like it when I break free. Or start doing this, but... Let's see. I mean, I could use a warm-up here. This looks good. If we were to put you there... Let's say you're there. Put you there instead. I could then put you here. I'm trying to do this thing where I think ahead. Not good at it, by the way, but I'm trying. There. I don't think that would work with the way I want it to. You fit in. I'm not a fan of the digipicks just because I feel so dumb. Oh. Just see. Fuck it, I'll waste it. This and this. There we go.
Where did you learn to pick? You know what?
Probably for the best. Also, I don't even know if I... Bitten sandwich. I don't even know if I want to steal anything. It feels like they knew right away that I stole something before. Chief Engineer's terminal. I don't even know who the chief is. This must be someone else's home for something later. Or just random. Slippers. Well, I broke into someone's house. And to be honest, if I'm gonna get in trouble for anything, it's the fucking sandwich that has a bite in it that I'm gonna take. No one will ever know. Okay, again, I really want to figure out a good store that, like, I gotta, like, stock up on, like, a shit ton of those picks. I need to be able to lock pick and break through a bunch of stuff, but I also hate just roaming around here. I'm like, I want to get moving. Maybe CJ's has stuff. You know, they're open 49 hours a day.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty. CJ's is always open. I've got all your basics right here.
The fuck? Ah, you're just a food, but you have a big I'll buy it. God damn it.
Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
I mean, I came in, asked for a baguette, and I left. All I needed. Fuck. Like, this would go so much faster if we didn't have to, like, know where everything is. It's like the one downside to this game is I'm really bad at map knowledge of where everything is.
You know, just by walking through that door, you've shown you make good decisions.
Thanks.
Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute.
Yep.
All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your.
I got it. You got it. This is my favorite store in the Citadel.
I'm sure we can.
I don't really need an arc welder. I don't really need... Ooh, a boosted calibrated rattler. I don't really need any of this. I'm finding a lot of shit as it is. Ooh. Oh, it's got Hitman on it. 15% damage while aiming. It's actually not bad. That's a pretty good rifle. Know what it's missing? Chips. Like, not everything needs chips. huh? What is 6.5? Kinda tempted for that gun just because. Kinda like it. I don't need this. I don't know why I was holding on to it. This isn't doing much for me anymore. $25,000. We'll end up finding something out there that's better. Sorry, didn't mean to crouch. I too, when I'm backing away from the cashier, just kind of crouch down, stumble back, get up, and walk away. It's a power move. I don't think that's where my family went. I think they were at the other town. Not that it matters. Like I said, they're already at the place, but they gave me notes telling me I needed to see them, and I'm like, why? They're already there. It'd be funny if they're already here. Can't remember if this was the place. I thought it was here. Family apartments.
I've got lifetimes worth of books and videos to occupy me. So don't worry
There's
about
just so much.
You came.
What the fuck?
How are you doing? You eating well out there? It's easy just to survive off, well, garbage when you're shipbound all the time.
Nothing like your famous nachos, Dad, but I get by.
Well, I do what I can. You remember Grandpa's restaurant?
Still look like a fish
Last
to
time
me.
you were there, you must have been 5, 8. Some of the best food in the galaxy. Service with a grunt and a glare, I always said. But Dad's food kept them coming back.
I don't remember the restaurant. I barely remember him. I don't think I ever saw Grandpa smile.
He always said, smiling wastes energy. Your grandfather taught me what I know of cooking. He didn't want me to go to uni. I was the only one interested in the restaurant. But when he got on in the years, he trusted me with something
Nachos?
sacred. His meatloaf recipe.
Oh. Good for you, I guess. Please tell me you're making meatloaf tonight.
No, I'm not. Something better. I don't know if anything I taught you about cooking stuck, but I figure it's time to pass the torch. But you gotta promise not to share Grandpa's meatloaf recipe with anyone. It stays in the family. I swear Dad's ghost would come back and strike me dead if you did that.
That would be a tasty alternative to freeze-dried chunks. I will guard it with my life.
See that you do. Any meat will do. If it's dry, extra tomatoes. They'll moisten it up if you do it right. Sorry, a bit of a moment here. So, you want to talk about anything?
I don't want to keep giving you money.
It's good to have you home.
Sweetie, I was just thinking.
Yeah,
of
I
you.
got your notes, even though you were right there with
never
me.
Knew your gran, but she's about the only one like you in my whole family tree. Left home at an early age. Well, ran away, really. Became a UC Marine, if you can believe it.
I was a minor. The UC Marines are serious business.
Well,
Impressive.
You would know better than I.
I know. I'm a Vanguard now or something.
Only met Grandma a few times. Oh, she was fierce. I swear. Her eyes almost glowed. Every time I
Like
saw
Dad's?
her, she'd drill me on math. If I
Gross.
got her questions correct, she'd give me a treat. Once, I got them all right and answered her bonus question. And she smiled. The only time I ever saw her do that. Most formidable woman I have ever met.
I think I would have liked her.
I don't know why, but I really think you would. Well, I was going through storage and I found her old armor. I think she'd like you to have
So, my mom's giving me
it. You have
armor.
that
Dad gave me a
something,
meatloaf
forging your own
recipe.
path, not just letting life
What the
toss you
fuck?
this way and that.
Great, some smelly old armor. I'll take good care of it.
See that you do.
It's gonna either get
Well,
sold or I'm
enough
gonna
of
wear
this.
it
I don't
until
wanna
it
make
gets
this
shut
game.
up.
You need anything, sweetie?
I'm not sending you guys any more
I
money.
missed you
I
so
figured it would
much.
be years until I saw you again. And here you are.
That's the thing. I don't listen to any sort of anything about any game because it's just unnecessary anger over something. Or just disappointment or a lie. So I just don't care. Pocketed. No spacesuits and settlements. I don't know. Does this mean if I wear it, I get a little bit of extra pocket? I mean, it's weaker than a lot of what I'm wearing, but it does have better resistance, and it's also a little lighter, and it gives me a little bit more pocket space by just like, what, 5? Yeah, 5 more. I'll hold on to it, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use it. I do like this one, though. This was good because, one, it's lighter, but also all that stuff, but this gives me a lot more protection. Like, this gives me less against human and corrosive resistance. Where's that? I also need a new apparel, because I am, really hate wearing a hazmat suit. Like, it just looks so silly when we're in towns. It's so dumb. It's like, oh my god, our daughter is here to see us. And it's just me in a fucking hazmat suit. Yeah, I don't look at anything. Games. I just don't care. Like, I never see what they're trying to sell or brag about, because it's always going to be disappointment. Or not up to what they think is good. I mean, if they want to think it's good in their own way, then good for them. If it makes the developers and themselves happy, good for them. But I'm gonna take it or leave it. That's how I do that. Pay him 125,000 credits. Alright, what do I even fucking have? I still need to find shit that I'm looking for, but I'm like, whatever. Demco has stuff. Sarah wants me to go do one thing or another. There's a lot they want me to do on top of what I'm already in the middle of doing. June said she'll be waiting for me outside of Mass. I mean, I guess I could do that. I'm fucking here. Not that I want to sit here and keep talking to people. I need to get out there in the world. There's shit to do. Should have bought ammo while I was at the one gun store because I forgot about Dad's pistol that he gave me, the old classic.
Captain, over here.
Hey, how you doing?
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
You want some armored meatloaf?
So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at
I
first
kind of already
glance.
figured.
The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone.
No.
Of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation
You
of
got some
military
crazy
minds
eyes.
from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
You're a clone of a man. How does that work?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Must have been impressive from the commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Not playing that game, though. I'm playing Starfield. Wow, and I thought my family was messed up.
Well, my areas of expertise are pretty specific.
I don't know what's wrong with my family.
but
And my
messed up
internet
families
is really
are
messed up.
there. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of
Do you
this
still have the
fast.
test tube you came out of?
Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Your eyes, they're red. Is that the result of a cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity.
Hey, do you have the power to fix
The
internet?
dust at those depths, it seeps
What
into
speeds do you
everything,
got out here in
the
space?
human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place.
I
It
got the
became an
shit
unwritten
genes of
rite
my
passage
goddamn
that
internet.
Anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up, and the eyes were my parting gift.
We'll say. I think we genes put together trying to clone dial-up, and my internet is a fucking off-breed of it, because let me tell you, doesn't know how to go... at this point, dial-up would be faster. I mean, fuck, plugging in my data and everything and just dealing with that would be more reliable than what's going on right now. I don't have any more questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
I look like a trustworthy person to talk to.
Here we go.
I want my internet. I want my internet. I want my internet. Give me internet. I don't know why I'm walking with you. It's like I gotta go here anyway. Goodbye. Quick, it's a black screen. Give me internet back. If I look at the floor, this worked before. That is a gun. And I am always hurt. You know, maybe I should have gotten, like, I don't know, some kind of perk that when I eat food, it makes me better. This food does not give me enough. My internet is just long gone. At this point, we're probably not going to be able to stream for very long. I'll be lucky if I'm even able to keep chunked cola. If we're going to be able to keep going. Did like nothing for me.
Yes, what? We should just close out the Varun files. It's a waste of drive space.
This will go well.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Just following orders.
Well, I'll be sure your commanding officer hears that you've
Yep.
done them satisfactorily. Now then, we have two petitioners here making a surprising
I want
request.
my internet. That's my request.
Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We need the data to find a way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon.
Hey, you're pulling my internet.
They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic, and at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all
It fucking
aligned?
murdered everybody. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, no, nothing at all. It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Oh, that's why I'm not in your position. If there's a chance what happened there could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent.
Wow, that was easy.
The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
Yeah, I bet.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident?
Oh,
Chief
my
Sultan,
frames.
what's happening?
My stream.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The
Can we have
creatures
a few moments?
evaded our scanner somehow.
To discuss.
There will be plenty of time.
What, Sarah? Is this really the time?
Thanks for taking the time to talk.
What the fuck?
Ask you about the
Why?
artifact you found on
There's a
Bethesda.
fucking problem
When you
happening,
pulled it
lady.
From the rock, held it in your hands for the first time. How did you feel?
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Alright, YouTube, it's just us. Stream died, and I don't give a fuck. We're gonna continue for at least another, like, 30 minutes or so. And she's following me. Strange question to be asked out of nowhere.
Maybe, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hear me out.
I've had visions, heard sounds, and music. It's difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know.
Okay.
How did you feel inside?
I don't know,
What were
horny.
your thoughts?
It's like my mind and body were out of sync.
That's an interesting reaction. But I suppose it shouldn't surprise me. When dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right out the window.
I'm sure there's a perfectly rational explanation for him.
If there is, the artifacts are doing a heck of a job hiding it.
Yeah, they
The
are.
artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
I don't know about speaking. Even if we could answer, what would we say?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
I don't either. It certainly is a unique obsession.
Does that really surprise you? A universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning.
I'm just making sure all of my shit just is off. Apparently my internet is just like dead, so it's whatever. Never mind the dreams, think of the fame. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery together. I have to make up for me being aggressive for the information.
I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk and for keeping an open mind.
That's fine.
And
Most
I
characters
also
are very
wanted
quick
to
to.
say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together.
You only just met me. Don't
It's the best
take
decision
your
I've
pants
made
off
in
yet.
quite a long time.
Not that it would be much. It would just go to a black screen. Anyway,
Captain,
hey,
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
we got shit to do. I hope there's at least a little bit of action. Only because I don't want this YouTube video to just not have anything go on and have to end it quickly. Oh my god, hey guys. They're all rushing in with their shit, and I'm sitting here with a fucking pinky 1911.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
We're trying to help you.
Do you just want me to shoot them, or was there something special about that? Magnetic beams. Oh. Whip it with that. I mean, I would love to, but I'm the only one with it. I hope you have one too.
This one's down.
Good. I'm glad. I may have killed him.
Cowards.
What?
Thank God you got. Yeah, what the hell happened back there, Captain?
Sorry, I'll reload. That one melee didn't need to happen. That was a dumb part.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop!
Stop! I'm trying to help you.
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
I mean, this is why I like doing some story, but also some of the other things is teaching me things. I didn't even know there was like a non-lethal weapon.
Let's see if they've got anything worth keeping. Gonna move. Looks like we're in the clear.
It looks like they, at least with them killing, they're just downing them. I don't know if she's got one like mine. She's got an entirely different fucking gun.
Thank you. The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control.
Am I gonna turn into a puppet and I have to realize who's good and who's bad?
They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Try my best, but I seem to be pretty bad at aiming laser weapons for someone. Does this mean I have to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
If someone comes at me, I'm putting them down. Alright, sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
I'm fucking dropping them.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Spaceport. Gonna get to the spaceport and get dealing with this. I mean, I don't really want to continue it because I want to keep it for the stream. I feel bad that this is what's happened. YouTube, we had a power outage. A day for like I had to go without power for like a day or two.
No time to waste, Captain.
And then now it's finally back, but now my internet isn't. It's not doing so great. So, I'm just checking things. me see. Let's see where YouTube... We're hanging out together like this is a stream, but, I mean, it's always like a stream. Let's just see. Does my internet able to go back up or no? Because I would like to at least finish this part out. But I don't know if I can... Nope. Not going to happen. My upload is hit 0.50. Oh boy. Does this thing work on it? I feel like I should use a regular gun. At least until it decides... Uh-oh.
To be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that floor.
God, I hope that's still the Terramorph coming at me. I'm also, like, dying. Oh, I'm about to be.
Every last one.
That's Sarah's? I leveled up, though, and we cooked it. And we leveled up in my hazmat suit. What do I want? I mean, I keep saying I'm going to go for a weapon thing. I should just get ballistics. I really like bullets and not laser weapons as much. But then I'm going to find a laser weapon I really like, and I'm going to be like, I should have gotten that. So. But then I could also just go with lasers. I mean, again, it's like you can have just about anything. There's a lot of levels, you know. It's just a matter of what do I want early on and not be struggling with. You know what? I'll finally, let's get ballistics. Let's just do things in the ballistic lifestyle. I'm almost full. I picked up a lot of crap.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna have any more of your men. I don't need your men. That just might cause more problems for me.
Heard you might be looking for some backup.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
I don't trust that at all.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
Oh yeah, he's got his gun aimed at us.
We're not UC security.
We'll handle this. You two stay put.
We're on the line.
Yeah, you just stay here. I mean, would I like more help? Yeah, but is it just going to turn into I got to worry about you and then all this shit? Yeah, I'd rather not. We did not throw far. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, hey, if you don't want to fight me and just want to stand there and tank it, I'll fucking be happy with that. Missing. Wired ammo. Over encumbered. Okay, I thought I'm gonna pick that shit up and be over encumbered. It's my ship. Better fucking repair it. Oh, this doesn't look like I don't have anything that cool in the back. Fucking suck it. Hey, have a grenade. Have a taste of my Grendel. I don't believe it.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
It's over. Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two.
Yeah, they weren't.
Universe put the right people in the right place.
You all held the line. You're the heroes here, not us.
Certainly.
Hey, look, I'm being nice. I only be assholes to people that are assholes.
What would have happened if you two hadn't been here?
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Alright, sorry. I'm like responding to stuff since I don't have the ability to stream, so people are like, what happened? And all that. I'm like, I'm just doing this part, finishing up, and then that'll probably be the video. I know like the other ones have gone on much longer for YouTube, but you know, unfortunate we couldn't stream everything. I hope it fixes itself and this doesn't become a thing until I have to move. And I know people be like, call and do this. Sadly, there's just kind of a situation with the house that is preventing us from calling and getting it fixed properly. So that's why I'm like, I'm kind of shit out of luck right now until it either fixes itself or we move. So hopefully, I've done a lot of fixing and replacing things, but we'll see. If not, no, who knows? For you guys, it won't matter in the moment when it gets uploaded. For me in the now, it's a pain.
They said you're free to come and go.
Thank you.
That's a relief to hear. Thank Captain. Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today.
Shut up, guy on the left.
As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great, thank you.
Of course.
I want to be greedy, but, you know.
Now,
I'm trying to be, like,
today's
decent
events have only clarified
for now.
our path forward.
But I
in
might
the eyes
become
of the
greedy
cabinet.
as we go.
You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective.
Is
and
by
House Vernon to
convince
play
you mean
ball.
go there, talk, they
Someone
refuse,
who
and an
knows
attack?
Precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy.
Yeah, that
are
guy.
facing right now.
The guy that looks like he wants
The
to be
cabinet
Gale.
wants you, Captain, to
Baldur's
be that
Gate.
representative.
I mean, I am a diplomat, but I'm not trained at all. Just some vanguard nobody.
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
No.
So, will you help
I
us?
mean, I don't know if I care that much about it. What do I get for being a UC citizen?
It has its perks. Only citizens
I already
can
own a
purchase
house.
property in the city. We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services across the UC. There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet.
This is a terrible
Above
sales
all,
pitch for risking my
you
life.
become a dedicated part of the greatest
This is
faction
a
in the galaxy.
terrible sales pitch
If
for
you're
the
willing
first
to
time
help
on
us,
for what
we
I'm
can
doing
open
with
that
aliens and shit. Count on me, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access
Ooh,
to the
McIntyre?
archives. You should be able to find her in her
Oh,
office.
completely
across the
different
hall.
person. Sorry.
And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Thanks. God, I love dealing with
Loss of life.
political people.
The costs of this attack are greater than I
I'm gonna
think
go
we
check in with
realized.
Chief Engineer Kulkarn. Dealing with ambassadors? I think I'd rather fight
You're telling
with
me.
Terramorphs.
Fucking all of this shit.
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure
You're
they get what they
looking
require.
right at me while you're saying it. What the fuck?
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre.
Yeah,
Chief
yeah, I heard.
I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also
It'll make
informed
him
that
go
you
a long
gave
way.
quite the
Just be
presentation to the
rude.
cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed
I need
to this endeavor.
digipics. A ton of
Accessing
digipics.
the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yeah, that one.
Someone paid attention.
They
in
told me
Providence.
about it.
So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players.
Yeah.
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun
Of
to
course.
hand over their codes.
I mean, I'm not that
Get them
dumb.
both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
No problem. Just gonna need the electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentanol. You think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack?
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both
Have
to
gear?
cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar? Or
Daniel
Ambassador
Radcliffe?
Valmore of House Varun?
Alright, tell me about the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened.
I mean, that has come and gone.
My suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Sounds like we need some leverage over Ambassador Radcliffe.
Said like you've done this before. UC Intelligence
Yeah, I'm a
has
diplomat
recording
that's a
device
failure.
planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device,
You're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
If this is Hitman, I just wear a disguise,
we
but I don't have
recovered some
stealth.
intel we
I
believe
really
should
should
be
get
able to
that
help
perk.
with
I keep saying it just in
But
case.
there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information.
Ew.
Maybe
but,
even convince
okay.
to work with you. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Credits. All right. I'll come back about the other
Go
person
ahead.
after. Security, my temple thing, some membranes. Resources are getting full. I think I'll head to the ship. So at the I guess I'll just ask.
Captain, would you like to finish your...
Yeah, tell me about the other one.
Ambassador Balmore's... When the rest of House Varun
I might
retreated
forget a
into
bit of this just
seclusion
because I'm going to be
shortly after
stopping
the signing
soon,
of the
but
armistice, he's since lent his support
just
to
like,
a
I wanna
small
get
number
on
of
with it.
archival requests. So there's... Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
You know, I'm sure they can be reasoned with.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course. But there is... another wrinkle.
I better get my makeup
We're
for
not
me.
100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out.
Or had an
Scans
erection.
of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him.
Got him. I'll track him down.
I have no doubt.
I don't feel like asking all the other
The
stuff.
embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated...
Side entrance.
Here. This device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior.
Got it.
And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks.
Maiden security?
Now,
that sounds
if you have additional
great for
questions
me.
or require clearance for a new approach, I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Rapp.
Yeah, I kind of thought I would. That one sounds like it might be a little bit simpler if I can figure some shit out. I want to go to my, my ship. I just want to dump off resources. Not that that's good, because my fucking ship is going to be... That cargo hold's going to get full. What am I? And sadly, YouTube, that is pretty much where we're going to have to wrap it up just because I can't stream.
Ugh,
And I know
this
it's like, why not
day.
just do it YouTube
Just isn't
only?
the
And I'm
same as
like,
the real
I would
thing.
like to. I would like to, but I mean, I already started streaming and doing that. And I would rather, you know, keep doing it until either interest has died or not.
It's time to figure out the details of our little bet.
Oh, come on, Sarah, not this again.
I forgot Sam's here. I was like, who's she talking to? God, I'm also carrying like all that shit. I know that there's a store when I leave, or I'll just go to, I mean, I can just go to the
So
self
you
kiosk.
intend to stick with the ridiculous notion.
Dad and I will be riding passenger with you. The most boring job in space travel. Bye!
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the most boring. The most boring in space travel is having a conversation with everybody. Wait, are you following me now? She's still having a conversation. I don't know who's talking to who. Anything I want to get rid of? I don't know if I want to get rid of Grand Street. I mean, it's not going to be that great. soon I'll wear something that isn't this fucking stupid ass thing that I'm like my hazmat suit.
I can help you with?
No, but I'm wondering if they got. Oh, actually, there is something you can do.
Hey, what can I do for you? Sure thing. We'll get.
Thank you. I took damage. I can't remember. Like, I might have been shot at, but I swear I took damage when I had my shields down, flying around, and I may have like bumped into something. I may have hit the ship or two. I mean, I did get shot at while I was fighting that one dude who had his ship taken. Do I have to tell? Oh, maybe about what's happened after everything. It's the viewpoint. Where's that other? Is it this one? It's this place. We're used to seeing it in the dark with it being all glowy.
I know we're safe now, but I'm still a little jittery.
I know.
Please, take a...
Crazy. Hey, I just didn't know if you restocked on any of these. No, it doesn't look like you did. Kind of annoying, you know, when you don't give me what I need. But since I'm... And what does this one take? 45 caliber? And 45. Doesn't look like you have that, but... What's the other one? I like how I have to, like, remember, and that is my downfall, is the different ammos. 6.5. Someone will yell at me. They'll be like, there's a better shop you can go to, and I'll be like, I know, but I'm dumb, and I have no fucking clue where I am right now. I'm lucky I can even find this. I mean, there's that weapon shop.
Appreciate the business.
I'm like, I don't know what's the best, like, the digipick / like place. I'll figure it out. I'll eventually. It might also be good to go back to that one place. It was on Mars or whatever, the trade area, because they have good and illicit goods. They'll take the contraband shit. So, but yeah, we will be back next time to play, because unfortunately got cut short. When we play, we will, we have a lot of that stuff to do with the Xenomorphs. We might also go and take a trip out into space some more, do a couple other objectives, just to stretch our legs, do some other things. I know sitting in a spaceship isn't exactly stretching my legs, but you get what I mean, I guess. I don't know. Gonna go out there and do the stuff, but I unfortunately have to call it there just because I can't continue to share the experience with anybody, because like I said, internet had decided to take a dump. So unfortunate. Hopefully the internet will not dump by the next time, and hopefully it just kind of will balance itself out after a little while, but we'll see. But until then, thank you, YouTube, and I'll see you guys later.